Hello dear students, this is me Farhad. Welcome to my channel FMMT Medical Tutorial. I hope guys you will be fine. Dear students, today we will learn that what is mitochondrion. So let's come to know that what is it. Dear students, mitochondrion is a double membrane bound organelle. Here organelle, the word organelle has been taken from organ. As you know that the organ of human body like kidney, stomach, etc. But here organelle means the small organ of the cell, but it is taken from what? From the organ, and this mitochondrial organelle, it has two membrane, it has two boundaries covering, and this mitochondrion is actually present in almost all the eukaryotic cells, and you know that eukaryotic cells are those which contain true nucleus, and true nucleus, the nucleus which have its own boundary or nuclear membrane. So the word mitochondrial, it is consists of two words, one is mito and the second one is chondrion. So the word mito mean thread like, and the word chondrion mean granule like. So remember that actually the inner part, the inner portion of the mitochondrion is thread like, it is it is actually convoluted, and the outlook mean from outside, if you see the mitochondrion, it will appear like granule, or it may appear like oval in shape, so it is called mitochondrion actually due to its interior view and also its exterior view. And keep in mind that the word mitochondrion is actually singular noun, and the plural of it is mitochondria, so mitochondria is actually the plural of it. Now dear students, the question is that in which type of cells your mitochondrion is present. So keep in mind that nearly all of the eukaryotic cells your mitochondrion is present, but not in all of the eukaryotic cells. This point should be noted. Such as in plant cell your mitochondrion is present, animal cells and fungal cell, But let's suppose the example of red blood cell you should take. Your red blood cell do not contain what? Mitochondrion. But your brain cell, it contains your mitochondrion, So in nearly all the eukaryotic cell, mitochondrion is present, but not in all of that. And mitochondrion or mitochondria are often described as the powerhouse of energy, because the main role of it is in the production of energy. Like whatever the nutrient we take in our diet, that is get absorbed by the blood and transported to your cells of the body, where they oxidize and resulting energy is produced. So the two steps of oxidation, or you can say cellular respiration, actually takes place in the mitochondrion of the cell, like Krebs cycle and electron transport chain, like the nutrient get oxidized there, for the production of energy in the mitochondrion. Now you will come to know the structure or part of the mitochondrion. So far we are the parts of mitochondrion: outer membrane, intermembrane space, and inner membrane, Cristae, and matrix or mitochondrial matrix. So these are actually the parts of mitochondria, which I will explain in a moment from a picture. So let's come to know. Here, this is the picture of your mitochondria, So here, this layer of the mitochondrion is actually called outer layer, and this outer layer is actually smooth, if you can see here, and this layer of the mitochondrion is called actually the inner layer of mitochondrion, and this is actually convoluted, or you can say this is rough layer of the mitochondria, and between these two layer of the mitochondrion, there is a space or compartment called intermembrane space or intermembrane compartment. Okay, and here this lumen of the mitochondrion is actually called as mitochondrial matrix or mitochondrial compartment. Okay, and here this lumen of the mitochondrial, different enzymes, ribosomes, RNA and DNA molecules are present. Okay, and keep in mind that this part, this folded part, okay, this folded part of the mitochondrion is called, one of it is called Cristae, and the many in number are called Cristae. Okay, and keep in mind that in this part, like mitochondrial matrix and the Cristae part of the mitochondria, actually the Krebs cycle and electron transport chain takes place. The reason is that actually the enzyme required for the Krebs cycle and also for the electron transport chain are available here. Okay, now dear students, the picture which I described or explained, you should write the notes of that. Okay, in easy words I will explain it for you. Intermembrane space, as I show it to you guys in the picture, intermembrane space. So this is the compartment actually, as I told you in the picture. Okay, this is the compartment of mitochondrion, which is actually present between the inner and outer membrane of the mitochondrion. Okay, and mitochondrial matrix. So this is also the compartment of mitochondria. Okay, as I show it to you guys in the picture. That compartment of the mitochondria, which is at the center and which is covered by the inner layer of the mitochondria. And keep in mind that dear students, the outer membrane and inner membrane of the mitochondrion, both of them, they are made from phospholipid molecule. Okay, and phospholipid molecule, you know that they are conjugated molecules made from phosphate and lipids. Okay, and they have dual qualities, like they are one part of it is hydrophilic and one part of it is hydrophobic. Like the head part of it, that actually love water, so that is actually hydrophilic. Okay, and the tails of phospholipid molecule, they actually hate water, mean the tails of phospholipid molecules are made from fatty acid, so that hate water actually. Okay, so you have to write these for your note purposes. Okay, now mitochondrial matrix. Keep in mind that mitochondrial matrix, it contains many things. Okay, but the very important point which you have to note is that it also contains ribosome, which actually synthesize protein, especially the enzyme protein. Okay, and also contain DNA, which play very important role in the replication of mitochondrion. Keep in mind that mitochondrion is that part of the cell which has the ability to replicate like cells. Okay, and it also contains RNA and also protein and enzymes. So here I have explained that point according to DNA. Actually this contains DNA and ribosome. Okay, so due to these two things, it has the ability to replicate and divide. So you can say that mitochondrion is a self-replicative organelle. Okay, meaning it can divide by itself due to the presence of DNA and its own ribosomes. Now here Cristae. So I already explained this from the picture, like the folded parts. Okay, the folded parts which you see in the picture were Cristae. Okay, and these Cristae, actually here the electron transport chain takes place. Okay, and shape of mitochondria. So the shape of mitochondria can be different. It may be an oval shape, it may be in round shape. Okay, or granule in shape. So it may be different in shape and different species. Okay, and number of mitochondria. So keep in mind that number of mitochondria present in the cell, it depend on the level of activity of that cell, whether that cell work more or less. If the cell is more active, it do more activity, it will contain high number of mitochondrion. But if its level of work is less, it will contain one or two, three number. Now at the end, dear students, you will have to know about the function of it or the job of mitochondrion. So following are the three main function or jobs of mitochondrion. Cellular respiration or its few step mean that cellular respiration actually takes place here, or its few step like Krebs cycle, as I mentioned before, in electron transport chain. So these are the two steps of cellular respiration which basically takes place here in mitochondria. And why these two steps takes place? Actually for the production of energy. And these two reactions, actually the oxidation reduction of a different molecule takes place, so that the stored energy in the form of chemical bond should get released for the activities of the cells. In here the synthesis of protein also takes place, especially the enzymatic protein like enzymes, which are required for the synthesis of ATP molecule, because enzymes actually take part in the steps of cellular respiration. And at the end, this point we should also keep in mind that actually mitochondria is a good site of respiration due to the Cristae, because Cristae provide a large surface area to the mitochondrion for the process called cellular respiration. So due to the Cristae, okay, which is the wide part or widespread part of the mitochondria, so due to that the mitochondrion is considered as the good site of respiration. Okay, so here respiration takes place. So it was the end of your topic, mitochondrion. So dear students, I hope you would have got the main idea of my topic. So thank you to all of you for watching my video. Kindly share my video and must subscribe. Thank you so much and have a nice day.
Okay, sir. Thank you.